Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Wind. I've just blown in. And today we are back from our Seduce Me Otome. We have, I think at this point, exhausted all paths besides what I think are supposed to be the main paths, just based off of the fact of whose silhouettes are on the title screen. I know, I'm surprised too. We're finally starting the different boys' paths. Yay! But before we get into it, let me begin with my usual spiel. This is not a blind LP, I have played this before. If this is the first video in the series you are watching, I do recommend stopping and going back to the first video and starting from there, as I will be using the skip button pretty liberally. The reality is, the beginning of this game is very repetitive. It is the same dialogue, for the most part. So, as I've already done commentary on this, I don't particularly know if I have enough material to do this multiple times, so hence skip button. Alright, with that said, let us begin this new day and see where the path will take us. And we begin the skip buttons. Who is this character? This character is... Let's say this character is Uma. And we're off. What should we call the company? Like Trinity Corporation.
Blah, fine. Be lame.
I know. I'm trying. And we skip again. You know what? I do wish I could get out of there that fast, but real world me is kind of clumsy, so let's go that. And no, Naomi's disappointed in me. I'm disappointing all my friends. Yay! No, not auto. Skip. What do I want? Well, I'm gonna be individual and have my mac and cheese, because that sounds delicious. And Dad, and Mooming, and... Who is right in this case? And thank you for shutting off the alarm, game. Yeah, I think Naomi's right, Zuzu.
Oh, man, come on!
I know, right? And Lizette, and Teacher, and Dad, and I'm going to my new crib. Let's try again. Even though I know neither of these options is going to lead to anything. And we're skipping again. And the boys are here, and I finally get to make choices that are going to impact the plot. No, seriously, if you are pursuing a romance with most of the boys, the first 5 decisions mean nothing. So, I will say that is something of a critique for this game, of if you're going to have choice, have the choices matter. Except for, well, if you are pursuing not one of the incubi, then I guess they do, but it could be blended a little better. You know what? For old time's sake, you're getting punched again because you're being a douche. You and your Milhouse not Milhouse. Ah, what is that Simpson character's name? You and your Nelson-esque... Never mind. The joke is past. Points and laughs and says, haha. You know what? No. You're being a dick. You're getting punched.
How? You're just being violent now!
Yes, I am. But you started it. And I wake up and this incubi is in my room. You know what? I'm gonna be calm, because so far nothing has happened, as far as I'm aware. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. This is not a good situation to be in. Yeah, I'm awake now. I actually realize this is dialogue we've done before, so let us go back to skipping.
That's good.
I got his approval. Actually, no. This is the first time I've had this dialogue, because I've always picked up a pillow before. Cool. That is a weird way to word that. I saw a small form of a smile on his face. That's a weird way to word that, or maybe, well, it works on the page, but when you read it out loud, it just sounds weird. Which made me blush a bit, as you can tell by my standard blushy art. Which it doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little, it always looks the same. Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Good boy, and also, stay out of my head. And why are all telepaths redheads? Huh? How?
I can read minds.
Of course you can.
It's an ability I was born with.
You.
Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Okay, so you're Jean Grey. Who's the rest of your family? Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours.
Cool.
It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Yeah, I can see that. Where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor.
Good for them.
And making you dinner as an apology.
Aw, that was nice. Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet. Yeah, they break into your home, bleed on your floor. Take advantage of you. Granted, it's a very minor way, but still. I'm just saying, a teenage girl alone in a mansion. What could go wrong?
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and two of us using our powers on you.
Exactly. This, Damien, is why I like you. You've got a point. True. Right. I had forgotten about that. How? No, seriously, how? But that's kind of a small thing to forget. And by that I mean large. Anyway, it still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Agreed. You should be irked. All the irking. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. I wasn't some kind of human plaything. Well, sweetie, to an incubus, you probably are just that. All of this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes reads. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Oh, come on. Why would you want to forget about him? Just saying. He's super cute. Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Yes. Yes. Chances are someone's broken into your home. Police is a good call. Then I would never have landed myself in this situation. What? Alone in a bedroom with a cute redhead? Come on. Priorities, girl.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Well, define well enough in this case. Oh, right, food's downstairs. Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Holding you to that. I mean, never mind. Best voice actor is best. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Aww. Okay, I trust you.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Hey, stay out of my head. We talked about this. Or I thought this at you. Come on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, this time I don't mind you forgetting. You are kind of being carried by a hot guy.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
Yeah, but maybe you should kind of learn to curb yourself a little. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Telepath girl. I'm just saying you can't as easily shut your thoughts down like that. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. It was more in admiration. Aww. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. Oh, come on. You could have enjoyed being carried a bit longer. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want him to carry me everywhere. Yet. Let's not limit this out forever. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Or hot, come on. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Alma, you are no fun. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. And blushy face. Not in a weird way, of course. Uh-huh. You're a teenager. I hope you have a libido. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Yeah, see you soon. Alright, see ya. He gently lowered me to the ground before I walked off, quietly disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby. It is not dark in here. They literally have every light on.
Oh, hi!
Hey, you! It's skip button time. Hello, Murder Fairy Squirrel. You know what? I still do not want the Murder Fairy Squirrel. You can have it.
What? I appreciate the thought, but no thanks.
Nah, it's yours. You made it. Enjoy. Hooray! Yeah, no, I don't really feel like opening up to you, James. I will just think very loudly of my backstory, because only one of you will get it then. And we're back to skip button. And Eric being pervy, so smack.
Ugh! That's going to sting.
Well, stop being pervy. Another girl would probably really enjoy it, if not me. So then, I looked back at Damon, who had been silent the whole time. He was leaning against the far wall, moving his lips almost silently to the empty space beside him. Out of curiosity, I looked the same way, though I found nothing there.
It's nothing.
Really? Are you sure? It doesn't seem like nothing. And you're a little too old for imaginary friends. Huh? I looked back to see Damien looking at me with his normal, blank face. I couldn't help but stare back, feeling the red tint of embarrassment spreading across my face. As I stared, Damien gave a small smile and closed his eyes, returning to his thoughts. Aww. I want to hang out with Damien more. Gosh darn it. And we skip. And it's the next day, and breakfast, and my friends are here. And, they're my bros?
They're your brothers?
Yep. Kinda. Dad adopted them. I mean, who knew? And you know, with this party looming, and the fact that we have literally been out every other time, I think it's time, we stayed home, we pitched in, and we helped. So, girls, I'm really sorry I can't go and play today, but, I gotta help around the house.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I mean, the arcade and cafe does sound pretty sweet, don't get me wrong, but we have got a shindig to put on. I'm sure. Besides, it is my housewarming party. I should help out too. Yes, you should, Alma. Yes, you should.
Want us to help out as well?
Sure. Zuzu, take Sam, Naomi, you can do James. Have fun. You might discover something. I think we got it all taken care of. Thanks, though, girls. Aw, but I want to play matchmaker. Boo. Missed opportunity.
All right. We'll head on out then, so we're not in the way.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have fun. Having fun without me. Sorry, guys. I'll hang with you guys soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
Cool. At least some people my own age will be here. Thank you. I lead them back into the lobby and walk them to the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. They both gave me hugs before walking out to Naomi's car, which was parked in the driveway. And with that, they left. I was happy that they wanted to help, but I had to do this on my own. It was not their work. Yeah, but they offered to help. So I didn't want to force it on them just because they were my best friends. Aw, but that's what friends are for. Come on. They wanted to help. We had the entire day to work. The party was tonight, and we had to do all we could to make everything right. We sat down and talked about what needed to happen before the party started that night. Each guy had been assigned a different part of the party to do, and right after lunch we began to work. Oh, come on, you weren't working in the morning? Well, I guess planning is technically working. Since everything was taken care of by at least one incubus, James told me I could assist one of them. The question was, who? Whom indeed? That is a good question. I want to help Damien, because so far he is the one of the few of you who has not creeped me out. Because if we go down the line, asshole-ish behavior. Okay, at this point in time, James has really done nothing. Maybe be a bit too formal, a bit too flirty, and murder a fairy squirrel. Just saying. So I'm gonna go with Damien. I stayed in the lobby of Damien, who nodded to me and passed me the dust cloth.
We have to dust off the railings and other surfaces before we mop the floor. Is that okay?
Sure, sounds great. I nodded and rolled out my sleeves, climbing the steps of the staircase. Easy as cake. It's easy as pie. Both Damien and I began to climb to the top of the stairs, wiping the dust off of the railing as we went. However, a silly idea came into my mind. I looked over to Damien, wondering if he could read what I was thinking. Chances are yes. As expected, Damien looked over in slight surprise before giving me a slightly concerned look.
What if you get hurt?
It'll be fine. Come on. Oh, come on. It'll be fun. I did it all the time as a kid. As a kid being the key word. Damien stared at the rail in thought. My mind began to wonder to how much fun my idea was. Hoping my thoughts would convince him, Damien sighed softly before smirking slightly and nodding. Woo! I quickened my pace on the rail as quickly as I could as I got to the top. Damien followed quickly behind on the opposite side until we both were at the top of the stairs. We both then jumped up and sat on top of the rail, sliding down each side like a roller coaster. Okay, yeah, that does sound fun. There was a lot of thought on the execution, but not much on to stopping. You know, the other part of that equation.
Watch out!
At that point you're not really in control of the ride, you just go with it. Whoa! Our brakes had become us slamming into each other and landing on the floor, him on top of me. Ooh, anime scandals. I stared up at him in surprise as he looked down at me in concern. Neither of us knew what to say. And laugh. Because let's face it, it's kind of funny. It is an anime trope for a reason. I started to laugh. I didn't know why, but I couldn't control myself. It's almost like someone chose that suggestion for me. I closed my eyes and laughed in pure enjoyment of what had just happened. Damien began to laugh as well, smiling widely. Aww, it's a nice laugh. Both of us ended up laughing on the floor. Damien rolled off of me and held his stomach as I held mine. We were both completely engulfed in joy. Aww, that's cute.
You were right. That was fun.
Yeah, and I bet being on top of me, you got a quick little snack off of that, so good times. See? I told you! Both of us curled into ourselves, facing each other in laughter before we looked at each other with smiles. However, Damien's face softened as his laughter slowly died. He smiled with happiness in his eyes and a blush across his cheeks. I stared in surprise, my face turning red in return, but my mind going blank. I couldn't stop staring at Damien's smile. Something about him was just completely charming. His eyes were a mixture of happiness and a small bit of yearning. Ooh, now I would like this picture, please. Soon, though, Damien stood up and reached a hand down to me, breaking my silent thoughts.
Come on. We need to keep cleaning.
Do we really? I'm just saying. I mean, this looks pretty clean to me. I slowly nodded before standing and continuing to clean alongside him. The hour of the house party had arrived, and so had the skip button. Yay, and oh gosh darn it, timed events. Let me save. Because I am not sure we say good at the timed events. Although I have yet to fail one that you know of. Let's just leave it at that. And skip. You know what? I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Let's do this. Aw, look how pretty I look in my dress. Although I have a question. Where is my cleavage? I'm just saying, with that cut of a dress, there should be a line there. Doesn't have to be much of a line, but there should be a line. Just saying. I have given this way too much thought. And my parents, and sorry, what was the question?
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
That is a good question. I'm doing my best.
I'm so sorry about your grandfather passing away. It really hit all of us hard.
I know, right? Thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
No, because I have 5 incubus. Why would I need college plans? I'm pretty sure I can talk at least a few of them into a kegger with me. There's a possibility.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
It depends on who runs it, I guess.
What do you think of the philanthropic policy the company has?
It reflects my own.
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
It's a toy company. Why? Phew. Time section over and skip button is back. You know, I'm just gonna nod at you, cause, nah. Sorry, Andrew. Not this life. Thank you?
You're welcome. Praise is very much deserved.
Yeah, this was very much last minute. Thank you, Father. You know what? I'm just gonna stay put. Bye. And skip button. And the night is over, and Malik is here. You know what? Fuck off, dude. Just fuck off. I am tired of the supernatural invading my home and being rude to me. And I'm going to duck. And they leave, and it's me and the boys, and it's the next day, and what to do today? Well, in true caffeine addiction, I will go get some coffee, because coffee is delicious. Om nom nom. I decided making coffee was the best way to survive in the rest of the day. Yes, always yes. Go coffee. And the boys are fighting. You know what? I'm gonna let you work, so you boys have fun. And we're back to skipping, and what to have for food. You know what? They're in training. Let us give them some chicken and rice. Yep, protein. Yeah, what to do? Let's go find one of the boys. We should be social and hang out with our new friends, yes? I quickly rushed back and grabbed a second food dish before hunting down one of the boys. Uh-huh, you do refer to it as a hunt. Cool. The hunt is on. I looked down each hall, trying to find one of the incubi, wandering so that I wouldn't have to go through each individual room finding them. I pursed my lips in irritation. Where the heck are they? I know, right? They should be at my freaking beck and call, like a mind reader or something. I sighed, knowing that I would have to search for them in each room. I quickly turned and headed up the stairs. I began to walk down a hall and open a random door, peeking inside. Luckily enough, I found Damien in the study. But did he have the candlestick or the pipe wrench? Damien was in the study that I didn't recognize. There was a nice desk and a display case full of toys, books, and memorabilia. I had never entered this room before, but Damien looked like he knew this room like the back of his hand. Damien was gazing at the pictures and books on the shelf, almost looking lost and dazed. It was almost adorable, but I could sense a small hint of sadness in his eyes. Aww, but his eyes are so pretty. Damien?
Huh? Oh, hello.
Hey, you! I'm looking for you. Damien turned to me and gave a gentle smile, as if he was doing nothing as I came in. I entered the room and closed the door behind me. Aren't you carrying plates of food?
I was just looking at the books. They're very interesting topics.
Are they? Well, maybe. Huh? I looked over at the shelf and skimmed over the spines of each book. Twilight? I didn't know he had the full series. I mean, they were all books about business and psychology. Yeah, they were adult books. Never mind. All ranging in thickness. Some crossed over and brought the two topics together, while others were strictly one or the other. Did my grandfather read and study all these? They seemed used, but they were covered by a small layer of dust. Yeah, we should probably clean in here.
Do humans really study this much?
Well, some of us do. Occasionally. It depends on why we're studying.
What do you mean?
Oh, right. Well, if we're interested in a topic like business, we learn what we can because we want to know more.
Are there things you can't study?
Well, yes, but... No, there are books and stuff about anything and everything.
Even the demon world?
Well, in our case it would probably be under fiction, but... Maybe, but usually these books are considered fiction or religious theory. It was almost cute to talk about learning with Damien. Almost cute, almost. I guess learning was different in the demon world, but telling him about learning was almost like telling a child the meaning of life. I felt myself become a little wiser as we continued talking.
Humans can learn anything? At any time?
Well, within reason. You know, a newborn, if you plop them down in front of the Encyclopedia Britannica, well, let's be honest, in this day and age, Wikipedia, they're not gonna know what's going on. I doubt they're gonna get much out of it. We have libraries and bookstores full of books we can read.
Humans have the freedom to learn anything.
And the internet. Although, never mind. I looked at Damien in confusion. He seemed to look jealous. What about demons? Can't they learn what they want? Damien shook his head before looking down at his feet. Aw, Damien, are you saying you can't read? That's sad.
Demons don't have schools to learn from like humans do.
Oh.
Everything we learn comes from experience or verbal mentoring. Books are only permitted to be read by higher nobles.
But aren't you a prince? I mean, your brothers lived in a palace. I'm confused. I stared wide-eyed. There were no schools in the Abyssal Plain? That seemed so unreal, yet, in a way, I wasn't that surprised.
The only ones who have ever touched a book are James and Eric,
Really?
since they're the oldest. Sam and Matthew chose not to read.
Oh! I dislike them already. Books are awesome. Boo. Worst boys for a reason. What about you? Damien stood silent for a bit before sitting on the ground, leaning against the large desk in the room. I decided to follow along and sat beside him.
You brought food?
Yes, I did. Which is probably cold by now. Oh, yeah, I brought food. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I completely forgot I was carrying plates. Damien took his dish of food and began to politely eat. I followed suit. It was painfully obvious that he was dodging my question. Did I want to know? I was very curious. Yes, I want to know everything about him. So I will ask again. I was curious, so I had to ask. However, Damien looked to me, stopping me from opening my mouth.
Because I'm technically not a noble at all.
Aww. Yes, you are. You are very noble. I tilted my head and raised an eyebrow in confusion. Not a noble. Eventual brothers. If the others are nobles, that would make you one. Damien looked to his dish with a sigh. I suddenly felt regret for asking and pushing the topic. Before I could apologize, Damien spoke.
We are all half-brothers. We only
Okay.
share the same father. Our
Uh-huh.
mothers are all different. James, Eric, Sam, and Matthew all had noble mothers who are now queens. My mother was not a noble, and is not a queen.
Ah, okay, it's a harem situation. Gotcha. Okay. And yeah, given succubi and incubus, I guess that kind of makes sense in a way, but... not a fan of the particular system. I could see sadness in Damien's eyes. I bit my lip. I shouldn't have pushed the issue. I'm sorry. Damien shook his head, snapping out of his thoughts, and smiled at me.
For what? You didn't know, and were curious. It was only appropriate to answer.
Aww. Damien is such a sweet guy. Still, it was rude of me to pry like that. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to say. Damien only smiled lightly at me before continuing to eat. As he ate, my mind began to wander to the abyssal plain. What was it like? What did it look like? Was their castle big? How many servants did they have? My thoughts were halted by Damien chuckling, most likely at my thoughts. I turned red in embarrassment. As opposed to, teal or aqua. Sorry.
You keep saying sorry when you don't need to. It's kind of cute.
Aww. Indeed. I pursed my lips, but couldn't stop blushing from running across my face. This was going nowhere. I went back to eating in futility, earning another chuckle from Damien. Aw, you're being adorable. However, as a groan of pain escaped Damien's lips, I stopped and looked at him in surprise. Damien, are you okay?
Yeah. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Aw, I'm very concerned about it. You are my house guest, and hot. I heard him gulp down and hide another groan, making me even more concerned than before. Damien.
It's just a headache.
Oh, I can get you some aspirin.
I get it when I run out of energy. I'll be fine.
Aw, energy, you say? Waggle his eyebrows. He was just out of energy? I guess he didn't take enough when we first met, so it was just enough to heal his wounds. Aww.
None of us took more than we needed to heal.
Aww. From the sound of his voice, he was fighting back major pain. I felt incredibly bad. Damien smiled very lightly at me.
I'll be fine.
Will you? Will you really? You know what? Give me your energy. Or give him my energy, I should say. Because, why not? This can only end in good. If you needed energy, I was willing to give it. Damien. Damien instantly turned away from me before I could finish my sentence.
No! No. I'll be fine. I'm used to this.
Oh, his shocked expression is adorable. And no, it's not fine. You're in pain and she wants to help. Used to it? Used to pain? There was no way that was okay. I glared at Damien's back before grabbing his shoulders and forcing him around. Damien stared at me wide-eyed in surprise. Damien, let me help you, please. I don't want to see you in pain like this. Gasp, I know, right? I continued to stare at him, wondering if he'd make the first move. I wanted to help him, truly. I knew that my energy would help him not feel pain. Among other things. Damien must have heard my thoughts, as his gaze changed from nervous to piercing. Which would be nice if the art would reflect this. Ooh, music change. All of a sudden, I felt that familiar feeling of warmth run through my body once again. I felt my body slightly heat up as Damien wrapped an arm around my body. That's a lot of body. And pulling my body, seriously game, new word, tightly to his. Damien grew a lustful gaze before speaking, bringing a hand up to cup the back of my neck.
Thank you.
Aw, kissies! Yay! Before I knew it, Damien pulled me into a gentle but passionate kiss. He erupted through my body as his kiss slowly and almost timidly got deeper. Damien kept an arm around my waist while I rested my hands on his chest. So in other words, it's about to get spicy. The energy from my body was slowly draining in the kiss, making me feel light and warm. It was almost pitiful how comfortable and how willing I was in the situation. Still, I held no regrets. I was enjoying every bit of this kiss. Damien was a wild card. I didn't really know what to expect from him, and his kiss was no exception. Really? You didn't know what to expect? Other than, you just had your first kiss, 2 nights ago? I think it's more you just don't know what to expect in general. Damien wasn't forceful. His kiss was deep and passionate, and it felt almost magical. It was how I imagined the first kiss to be like. Except with the energy drain. It's a small price to pay, just saying. Soon, though, the energy drain stopped and Damien gently pulled his face away to end the kiss. I stared up at him as we both panted for air. I never kissed like that before, and I was so lost in the moment I had forgotten how to breathe. Damien moved a strand of hair from my face behind in my ear. I was still full of desire.
I'm okay now. But
you... Yes? Go on. I could feel the hold of his mind-altering spell fade away, but I still felt hot. Something told me that I wanted more, but at the same time, I wasn't sure if I truly did want to give any more. I think we both want to keep going. Just saying. I opened to the opportunity. I think you mean I was opened. Okay, this sometimes in some places could really have used a proofreader. I opened the opportunity and I was enjoying it as much as he was. I wanted more and I was going to let him keep going. I wanted to keep going. I leaned up and kissed him again. Damien gasped against my lips but continued to kiss back. I could feel him pull on the tail of my bow, releasing it and following his hand off from around my neck. He moved the ribbon to his pocket before gently unbuttoning the top 2 buttons of my blouse. The desire in my body drove me insane, forcing a moan to escape my lips as he ran his kisses from my lips down to my exposed neck. As he began to ravish my neck and shoulder in hot kisses, I leaned my head back, allowed a pleasurable sigh escape my lips. Damien was ruthless at his passionate kisses on my skin. Damien didn't stop touching and kissing me, making more moans and gasps rush out of my mouth into the open air. Aw, you're getting a nice little makeout session. He may have been full, but he was as hot as I was. Good to know. I couldn't even comprehend how much time we spent making out. Aw, your first makeout! So cute. I was lost in the pleasure that I didn't care. Call it sinful, but I didn't care. I loved it. His touch, his kiss, his heat. I desired it beyond anything at that moment, even as he lowered his kisses down my chest to just above my bra. Oh, we're getting risque up in here. We are getting some PG-13-ness. My heart was beating wildly in my chest. Something about Damien intrigued me immensely, but something made my heart quicken for him. I couldn't have been love, but it was too passionate to be lust. Oh, I don't know about that. Lust can be pretty passionate at times. Do not sell lust short. What was it? However, I began to feel dizzy, seeing the ceiling start to spin almost wildly. I gripped onto Damien's shoulders, trying to signal him to stop, but my mind faded to black before I could let out another sound. Oh, that's no way to end a makeout session by fainting. Well, it must have been a damn good makeout session. It felt good. I didn't care that I blacked out. Well, I kind of care. I felt warm and fuzzy in the darkness. I never knew indulging in that kind of passion would be that good. Oh, girl, you have had a very sheltered life. I now just wanted to awaken, hopefully in a good way. Really? How good of a way are we talking?